the rest of the world. Xander J. Hobson here, stand-up comedian and entertainer, director and producer of boxing documentaries, and internet troll to those who need internet trolling. This here is another episode of The Devil's Advocate, brought to you by the Brilliant Artist Movement. Folks, I'm trying to grow the platform, so please subscribe. Like this video, share it, and by all means, leave a comment in the comment section because I enjoy checking out the feedback that I get from these videos, as well as exchanging opinions and points of views with you all. Now, if you are a detractor, and it is your nature to detract, I encourage you to do so. But just know, if you get carried away in my comment section, oh, wow! Wow! I'm going to get your ass. I am the troll's troll, and trolling me will not be tolerated. So anyway, if you look over my left shoulder, you'll see that there are pictures of the various presidents of the United States up on that wall. Now, they're not up on that wall because I am some patriotic guy. They're up on that wall because they are an emblem to every person who has been president since I have been alive, going back to 1968. The only person who is missing from this wall is Joe Biden. But that's neither here nor there. I wanted to weigh in on the shooting up in Buffalo, New York. I'm a little late to the party, but I want to talk about that son of a bitch, Peyton Gendron, the guy who thought it was a good idea to go up in the supermarket and shoot up a whole bunch of innocent, unarmed black people. For no other reason than the fact that they are black. This saddens me, you know. But what saddens me even more is you got black people who are killing way more people than Peyton Gendron. You know, black people are killing each other left and right. So just because some white guy got it in his head to go into a supermarket and start shooting up a bunch of random black people, what that white guy did is no worse than what these filthy, self-hating black bastards are doing in these neighborhoods all around America. Right now, I'm in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and there's a police car parked at the end of my block. Why? Because niggas can't control themselves. At the end of this block, where I live at now currently, since I've been living here in 1991, there has been at least 30 people who have got killed at the end of my block. And guess what? Not a single white man killed any of them. But I'm not here to try to draw comparisons between what the white guy done and what these crazy ass niggas do. It's not what I'm here for. I'm here to make a video to petition that Joe Biden sign an executive order where all law-abiding African Americans should be allowed to carry a firearm, a legal firearm, a legally purchased firearm in all 48 states, Puerto Rico, Alaska, and Hawaii. We as black people should be able to carry firearms. Hell, you guys ain't gonna give us our goddamn reparations. So if you don't want to give us reparations, give us a license to be armed. The law-abiding African Americans. You don't have to worry about trying to arm the African Americans who aren't law-abiding because all of them got guns. But as far as the law-abiding African Americans go, every single one of us should have a permit to carry a firearm in all 48 states because it is all-out war against the African Americans. We have to worry about the police killing us. We have to worry about idiots like Peyton Gendron killing us. Hell, we got to worry about self-hating Negroes killing us. So it is pretty much open season on African Americans. And because it is open season on African Americans, and because there is no intention on giving the law-abiding African Americans the reparations that was promised to us by whoever promised them to us. Hey, you don't want to give us our reparations? Give us the right to bear arms in all 48 states, Hawaii, Alaska, and Puerto Rico. I mean, it's the least you could do because people are out to do us harm. People have been doing us harm since we have been in this hemisphere, and we should be able to protect ourselves from those who want to do harm to us. So this is what I was thinking about, because again, I don't like the fact that this idiot, this white supremacist scumbag piece of shit, decided that he wanted to walk into this supermarket and just start killing innocent people. Hell, you had a police officer in there. This man was retired. He was just making pocket money so that he could pay a car note, go on a vacation, hang out with his boo when he felt like hanging out with his boo, even have a couple extra dollars for his side chick. Here this man got killed because this jackass decided to come into this market and kill people for no other reason than the fact that they were black. Now, it was at least 2 or 3 people in that supermarket would have had their own firearm on them. Maybe they could have neutralized the guy before he caused so much damage, So, I figured I'd share these thoughts, you know what I mean? I'm going to throw the hat into the ring or throw the idea out there. Get it started. African Americans, law-abiding African Americans, should be allowed to, carry firearms. Because, say, listen, we don't have to worry about the African Americans who don't follow the law. All of them have guns. And if Peyton Gendron would have went into some hood bar where there was a bunch of African Americans who didn't follow the law, he probably wouldn't have made it out of there because, hey, most of the people in those establishments, the African Americans who don't follow the law, they probably would have had weapons on them. And they probably would have dropped this Gendron guy before he got carried away and killed too many people. So this is what I was thinking about, President Joe Biden, a guy who got on there and talked about how black people were roaches and all of that kind of stuff. He doesn't mean us any good whatsoever. But if he can do any good for the African American community, Joe Biden could sign some type of law or legislation or something that will allow all law-abiding African Americans to be able to carry firearms in all 48 states and Alaska, Hawaii, and Puerto Rico. Again, I'm able to bear arms, and although I live in Pennsylvania, I can't carry my firearm in New Jersey or Delaware or even New York because, they got all of these wacky laws out here. And New York, Delaware, and New Jersey is just as dangerous as Philadelphia, but because I have a legal firearm permit in Pennsylvania, that firearm permit isn't even worth a piece of toilet paper if I go to New York, New Jersey, or Delaware. I can be arrested if I don't carry my firearm in a proper manner. So this is what I'm thinking about, and as I get ready to wrap this up, I'm going to throw a shameless plug out there just so you people can understand the gravity of what I'm talking about. Now, not too long ago, I'm not sure about the details of it, an interracial couple, a white man and a black woman, they were out hiking, minding their business, just enjoying a beautiful day, when some piece of shit happened upon them and killed them both. Now, they don't know why they were killed, but I'm willing to speculate that this couple was killed for no other reason than the fact that they were an interracial couple. And this piece of shit scumbag took it upon theirself to kill this couple. Now, maybe if this couple would have been able to bear arms, they would have been able to protect themselves from that individual who killed them. Or at the very minimum, this individual might not have killed both of them. But I said all that to say this. My wife and I were hanging out a bunch of years ago. We were out in Nevada. We were in Vegas. And we thought it would be a good idea to take a road trip to Phoenix. And while we were riding through the desert, I was struck by an overwhelming sense of vulnerability. And what it was, I realized while we were riding through that desert, we didn't have any firearms to protect ourselves. So I U-turned the vehicle around, And immediately my wife wanted to know what was going on. Guys, you know how they are. And I said, babe, we riding through this desert and we don't have any weapons on us. If we was to happen upon some crazy ass people, they would kill me, rape you, and then later kill you. And we don't even have a fighting chance because we don't have any weapons on us. So, felt I'll share that with you all to further strengthen my argument that African Americans, law-abiding African Americans, should be granted the right to bear arms in all 48 states, Hawaii, Alaska, and Puerto Rico. Hey, it's the least that folks can do. What's the least that this government can do for us, because it's clear that this government, the United States of America, has absolutely no intentions on giving us our reparations. And if you don't want to give us our reparations, give us the right to bear arms under the circumstances that I laid out here. Again, Joe Biden, the same guy who made that remark about African Americans being roaches. Joe Biden, listen, don't worry about giving the African Americans who don't follow the law their weapons, because they're going to carry their weapons anyway. And believe me, if you happen upon some African Americans who aren't law-abiding citizens and you don't have your shit right, they're going to bust a cap in your ass. So I figured I'd share that with you all. This is what I'm thinking about. Sandra J. Hobson, the Brilliant Artist Movement, stand-up comedian, entertainer, director, and producer of boxing documentaries. Troll to those who need trolling. Checking out. Bam!
A little boy climbed an apple tree. He stole an apple, then two, then three. And when he started to climb back down, he slipped and he landed on the ground. Up jumped the devil. Up jumped the devil. And every time he turned around,